PDS TV, the best in edutainment.
I was going to speak before the pledge. Good morning. Pardon me. Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Jones. I'm the principal of Elizabeth Andrews High School. We will follow the program as printed. However, before we get started, I would like to share our graduation decorum. If everyone would open your program to the first page inside. Parents and guests, the graduates of the class of 2018 welcome you to our commencement exercise. We request that you respect the dignity of this ceremony. Please adhere to the following: turn off all cell phones, refrain from eating and drinking, refrain from yelling, screaming, or shouting the names of graduates, remain standing until graduates exit during the recessional. I want to thank you for your assistance in helping me maintain dignity and honor on this very special occasion. And at this time, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance by Faith Smith.
Good afternoon. Will everyone please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may now be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Jalen, and I will be doing the welcome. Families, administrators, faculty members, respected platform guests, and my fellow graduates, welcome to the Elizabeth Andrews High School 2018 commencement. It is very thrilling to be in front of all of you and to be amongst this group of driven and well-respected students who have put forth much time and effort to arrive at this point. Whether you completed your coursework in October or December of 2017, or whether it was in March or May of 2018, we are here to commemorate the success of each graduate and to recognize their individual triumphs, both in school and out. On behalf of our principal, Mr. Merlin B. Jones, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to our graduation service.
Continue on with the program. Next up is our 2018 class student speaker, Isaiah Moody.
Good afternoon. My name is Isaiah Moody, and I am delighted to be chosen as this year's commencement speaker. Before I begin, I would like to welcome our many well-respected platform guests, starting with Dr. Stephen Green, Superintendent of DeKalb County Schools, School Board Member Dr. Melvin Johnson, and Regional Superintendent Dr. Bernetta Jones. I would also like to acknowledge our own principal, Mr. Merlin B. Jones, and Assistant Principal, Mr. Freddie Perry. For the teachers of Elizabeth Andrews High School who are in attendance, to the parents and other family members who are here to support us, and finally, to the class of 2018, the real reason why we are here today, I say welcome. Welcome to the Elizabeth Andrews High School commencement exercises for 2018. Congratulations to my fellow graduates for completing this important chapter in your lives. It has been a very difficult road getting to this point. Many of you in the audience today can relate to the story I'm about to tell. 4 years ago, I was a completely different person than who I am today. I found it very hard to be progressive and to stay focused. I was having a challenging time making friends because I was very shy and introverted. 4 years ago, if you had told me that I would be this year's commencement speaker, I would have looked at you cross-eyed and said, "Nuh-uh." 4 years ago, I was a high school dropout and I stayed out of school for an entire school year. I felt very discouraged. I was a freshman and the new kid, and because I was very studious, okay, a nerd, I was being teased for doing my work. All of the students I had met had been matriculating together since elementary school, so it was clear that I was an outsider, and I was targeted by pretty much everyone because of this. As a result, I felt the only option I had was to drop out. I never wanted to go back. As I look back now, I realized that because I was the new kid and in the building and did not have friends to stand up for me, I was lost. I have since learned from that experience that other people's opinions of me do not matter, and that it was not necessary at all for me to fit in with those who were trying to bring me down. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, I learned that I had to be the change that I wanted to see in the world. So with my mother's support, I left my home school, but I knew she was disappointed. 3 years ago, by the grace of God and my Uncle George, who cannot be here today, unfortunately, I found out about Elizabeth Andrews. And because I did not want to continue being a disappointment to my mother, I decided to enroll. Had I not made the decision, who knows how long I would have remained a high school dropout. As soon as I arrived at Elizabeth Andrews, it seemed as if all the pieces of my life started to fall into place. I could focus, I could relax, and I finally felt comfortable in a school setting. With a focused mind, I knew what I needed to do, which was to adjust quickly to the strict rules of my new surroundings, complete all of my work, and try not to miss those 5.5 days. There was no room for any mistakes. Like Sam Cooke said, a change is gonna come. And my change started at Elizabeth Andrews High School. Two years ago, my experiences continued to prove that my change was indeed on the way. I was earning high grades, gaining unforgettable friendships, and stepping out of my comfort zone by participating openly in class. This was truly a time in my life where I felt happy and was grateful. 1 year ago, while having a conversation with Mr. Cave, I was persuaded to go on my first college tour. It was a new and exciting opportunity for me, and it significantly reignited my interest in attending college. The experience changed my outlook on life after high school. College was now at the center of my focus. So focused was I as a matter of fact, that here I am today, standing at this podium with exceptional grades, all set to pursue a major in cybersecurity at Gwinnett Technical College. Thank you, Mr. Cave, and the entire counseling department for allowing me to envision myself in college. Without you, I would not have a plan for after today. As you have heard me say, I began making significant changes from as far back as 4 years ago, but my changes do not end here. It's like Tupac once said, we gotta make a change. It's time for us as a people to start making some changes. So I ask you, class of 2018, how will your next change manifest itself? I credit these changes that I have experienced at Elizabeth Andrews High School to several sources: the amazing counselors, my teachers, and my mentors. I would like to mention by name my two mentors, Dr. Edwards and Miss Morrow. Dr. Edwards was my first math teacher and a phenomenal instructor. She gave me an amazing foundation in mathematics, which prepared me for the rigor of future math classes. In fact, I never received less than a B in any math course, including AP Statistics. Yes, AP Statistics. I now feel prepared for anything that comes along in my post-secondary studies. Thank you, Dr. Edwards. I am so lucky to call you my mentor as well as my teacher, because I can relate to you not just academically, but spiritually and emotionally as well. Likewise, my mentor, Ms. Morrow, who just so happens to be the Teacher of the Year for 2018. She prepared our class for the American Literature EOC test, and as a result, everyone in the class scored an 80% or higher. And for that, I also thank you, Ms. Morrow. As a mentor, I can talk to you about anything. You're a compassionate listener and very thoughtful when giving advice. I am really thankful for all of my literature teachers for pushing me beyond my limits and helping me to see my own potential. Had it not been for Ms. Crookshank, I would not be delivering this commencement speech. From as far back as December, you told me that you wanted me to try out for the chance to be the graduate speaker. And even though I said, okay, I didn't give it much thought. But for months, you kept pushing me. You saw something in me that I did not see in myself, and you forced it out. So here I am today. Next, I want to collectively thank my AP teachers, Ms. Puthamana, AP Statistics, Ms. King, AP Economics, and Ms. Massey, AP Environmental Science. You have all pushed me to excel in your rigorous courses, an experience I know I will soon need when I begin my college courses. I would be remiss if I did not take a few lines of this speech to thank one of the most important people in my life, my mother, Janice Moody. She has always supported me in academic decisions and never made me feel as if I was not in control of my own destiny. I love you, Mom. For many of you, your interest into high school began much like mine. Although our stories may not quite be the same, you still made it here despite some challenges and obstacles and still managed to finish strong. We will grow up eventually, but maturity is a conscious choice that we each have to make. And maturity will not happen unless you are willing to change. My fellow graduates, My hope for us all is that we will continue to grow, continue to change, and continue to mature. Whether you have grown emotionally, academically, or just physically, you have still demonstrated a significant amount of progress. Growth comes with maturity, and maturity requires change. You have demonstrated more change than you know, and the faculty and staff, they see you. They see us. Personally, I became weary of being stuck in my old ways, so I changed my ways for the better. But don't just make any change. Make the right change that will help us to get to the next important stage in our lives. So again, I ask you, class of 2018, how will your next change manifest itself? Our end is not here. Congratulations to you, my fellow graduates of Elizabeth Andrews High School, class of 2018. Thank you, thank you.
Good afternoon, Dr. Green, Superintendent, Dr. Jones, Regional Superintendent, Dr. Johnson, School Board Member, Mr. Jones, Principal of Elizabeth Andrews High School, and to the graduating class of 2018. I am happy to be with you as you celebrate your accomplishments on this great day. But first, I want to tell you that this is only the beginning. Today marks the start of the best days of your life. Whatever it cost you to get here, it was worth it because you made it to this great day. Today you will be propelled forward into your greatness. So I am here to tell you that I don't care what anyone has ever told you. If they said your future might be limited because of your ability, your socioeconomic status, your education, grade point average, or because of the color of your skin. Regardless of what may have been said, I am here to tell you that today, May 21st, 2018, is the beginning of your greatness, should you choose to accept it. I have been where you are, and I have walked in your shoes. I was told the same lies, but I made it anyway. I did what I was told I could not do. And no, I won't lie, it wasn't easy. See, life for me, it ain't been no crystal stair. I know you had a rocky start, but that puts you in great company. Many great people started at the bottom, but now they're here. Besides, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. I know what you're thinking. Ms. Morrow's just up there selling pipe dreams, but no, I'm selling hopes and dreams. Your dreams link you to your destiny, and your hope is the substance that sustains you through the tough times. So I want you to dream big and hope on in faith until your dream is realized. My charge to you today is to act now. Try now. Do it now. I don't care what people told you you couldn't do or shouldn't do or won't do. You can, you should, and you will if you try and never quit. As I stated before, many great people started just like you and I. Many great people were told no. They were met with opposition and with failures and disappointments, but they still achieved. Albert Einstein was one of the greatest minds of all times, but he failed first. Albert Einstein did not learn to speak until age 4, and he did not learn to read until he was 9 years old. Albert Einstein's teachers and parents didn't think he was intelligent. After all, he failed math and was a lazy child. Does that sound familiar? It wasn't until age 13 when Albert Einstein met his favorite teacher and began to excel in school. Thank God for great teachers. Einstein was a late bloomer, but he bloomed to genius. Maybe today you are thinking it's too late to bloom. Well, it's not. Just look at Sean Diddy Combs. He was raised by a single mother after his father was murdered when he was 5 years old. Sean Combs struggled in school, but he went to college anyway, attending Howard University. Later, he dropped out, but then attended an internship for Uptown Records, but was fired. However, that is not the end of his story. See, Sean Combs knows what I am telling you now. Failure is simply the opportunity to succeed. You don't quit when you fail. You learn from it, you regroup, and you try again. It's not his failures that defines him, it's his perseverance. It's his ability to keep going when times get tough. I know you know something about that. After all, you are graduating from Elizabeth Andrews High School. And I know you've been dropped and reinstated, and sometimes dropped and had to try it again the next term. You took Mr. Kelmachter, Miss Crookshank, Dr. Hollis, Mrs. Martin, Mrs. King, Mr. Bradley, Miss Redmond, and Mrs. Massey, and you were successful. You have experienced some success with failure along the way. I heard it said that all have come short of the glory. So if you are coming short, that should be an indication that your race is not over. Your time for greatness is just out in front of you. So keep on the path, because you only win if you faint not. Thomas Edison was told by his teachers that he was too stupid to learn anything. He was fired from his first 2 jobs for being non-productive, but he didn't let that stop him. Edison went on to fail 1,000 times at creating the light bulb, but he didn't quit. It was on his 1,001 try that he was successful. If you are failing at a dream and you are failing repeatedly, keep trying until you succeed. Just don't give up. Could be you are just 1 try away from the greatest success that you have ever had. I know, I told you I was up here to declare that this is your time for greatness, but I had to let you know that there is a price for greatness. Many times, greatness comes out of a great mess. Greatness comes from people who have made mistakes but didn't quit. Greatness comes from dedication and determination. It doesn't just happen, or everyone would be great. You have to make up your mind that you are going to be that 1 in a million that finds greatness. You have to decide that you have something to offer the world that nobody else can give. When you decide that you are that person that I am talking to today, then the only thing left for you to do is just do it. Henry Ford of Detroit, the inventor of the automobile, says, "Failure is the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently." Before the success of the Henry Ford Motor Company, Ford went bankrupt 5 times. And even before the bankruptcies, he found that it was difficult, that many people did not believe in his dreams. The banks wouldn't fund his dream. The idea of a gas-powered carrier was just too groundbreaking. Sometimes the world needs to catch up to your dream. If you are ahead of your time, do not stifle yourself for those around you. Make society rise to meet you. You never see eagles hanging around with pigeons. You were born to soar high in the sky, not hover near the ground. So the question becomes, do you want to be an eagle or a pigeon? Do you think like an individual, like an eagle, or do you follow the crowd like a pigeon? Do you act on your dreams like an eagle, or you all talk like a pigeon? Are you a leader, not afraid to make decisions on your own like an eagle, or do you go along to get along like a pigeon? I don't know about you, but I want to be an eagle. Eagles are powerful, fearless, high flyers. Eagles often fly alone because they are focused on their goals, even when it's far away from them. When eagles have a target in their sight, they do not let go of their gaze until it's in its clutches. Eagles thrive on challenges. When storms come, and they often do in life, eagles fly above the storm. You know the storms of life, they often come through family and friends and circumstances and environment. And sometimes they come from your inner doubts and fears. Not all storms are external. Sometimes you even have to fight yourself to achieve greatness. That's why you must separate yourself from people who don't believe in your dream. It is hard to fly with dead weight holding you down. Sometimes you have to cut the strings and find like-minded people. That is why Thomas Edison and Henry Ford connected with each other. In fact, they were neighbors and often encouraged each other in their inventions. Don't let your friends, your family, or anybody limit your dream. Don't let them block you, and don't let them steal your dream. If you are misunderstood, don't be surprised. The dream is not for them, it's for you. If you're misunderstood, then that puts you in great company. Even Jesus was misunderstood. You may be thinking, how does that work for me? Maybe you're thinking that was back then, and times are different now. Well, I thought the same thing when I was your age. Yet, I am like many of the people that I mentioned. I, too, came from a single-family household. I, too, came from the ghettos of Detroit. I, too, suffered with learning disabilities, and I also suffered with poor reading skills as a child. My mother worked several jobs to keep a roof over my head, food in my belly, and clothes on my back, which meant at age 9, I had to get myself up ready for school, out of the house and back home to cook dinner. It was up to me to do my homework and to study, all while dealing with dyslexia, which was not easy. I went to high school with doubts and fears, but I went. I was told I couldn't read and couldn't write, but I graduated at the top of my class and a semester early. I was told that I shouldn't go to college, but I went and earned 3 degrees. I was told I wouldn't succeed, but I became Teacher of the Year. I was blocked and failed along the way, but I am here, and like you, I am still fighting for greatness. Nevertheless, I dreamt of the day I could give a graduation speech when I was 9 years old, attending Spelman College's graduation with my mother, and I'm here. And now that I have achieved this dream, I know that it is time for me to dream again, to try again, and to start my new path to greatness. And I know that you dreamt of the day that you would be graduating from high school, and now you are here. And I hope that it is all that you thought it would be. But now, it's time for you to dream a new dream, to take a new path, and to achieve your next level of greatness. Will you take a stand with me today and make a declaration? Today is our day to start our new path towards greatness. It starts with the first step. And if you fail along the way, learn. And if you are misunderstood, then remember, you are in great company. But you must first choose to be an eagle and not a pigeon. Remember, you win if you don't quit. Be great in all that you do. Take the first step today and soar. Just do it. Congratulations, class of 2018, on your achievements. Today is your first step towards greatness.
All right, all right. This is the point in the program where we seal the deal and make this real. Because without my presenting the class to the board member and the board member accepting the class, nothing happens. So we're about ready to get this done. But to the class of 2018, Elizabeth Andrews High, congratulations on making it this far. I heard a lot about the struggle. I heard Isaiah talk about the struggle that you've gone through to get to this point, and I applaud you, and I hope you appreciate the struggle. But there are times when you have said, and at times when parents have said, oh, if this struggle, if this doesn't break me, it's gonna make me stronger. And so for whatever struggle you've gone through to get to the point that you're at right now, appreciate that. It'll be the first of many to come, but every time you will respond, you will be resilient, and you will be made stronger through the struggle. So let's give yourselves a round of applause right now. Dr. Johnson, board member, DeKalb County School District Board of Education, would you please join me? Dr. Johnson, as the Superintendent and Chief Educational Officer for DeKalb County School District, I present to you the class of 2018 for Elizabeth Andrews High School. I certify that these students have met all course requirements, have earned at a minimum 24 Carnegie units established by Advanced Ed and the State Board of Education and the Georgia Accrediting Commission and the DeKalb County Board of Education. Therefore, I am requesting that our board member, Dr. Melvin Johnson, release their diplomas and certify them as graduates of Elizabeth Andrews High School.
Thank you, Dr. Green, and congratulations to all the graduates today. On the basis of your certification, I accept your recommendation. The academic achievements of this class meets the course requirements as established by Advanced Ed, the Georgia Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. As a representative of the DeKalb County Board of Education, I authorize the release and presentation of diplomas and certificates to the class of 2018 at Elizabeth Andrews High School. Congratulations to each of you.
Give it to, yes, sir. Right by Mr. Perry. Yeah, hold him in. At this time, the first, if I could have your attention, please. One of our students didn't have an opportunity to make it to the graduation today. He suffered an accident and was killed while he was at a church coming from a grocery store. That student is the first student on the roll call for tonight, and I'd just like to mention that student's name, Omar Terrell Abrams Johnson.
Mateo Amal Andrew. Shania Alexis Graham. Janga Bahadur Kamba. Reuben Ali Kareem. Ramesh Katwal. Sherelle Lamore Kegler. Lisa Palami Maga. Mary Ashley Olong. Sui Tapa. Leah Maria Sandoval. Admit Nara Shashi. James Laleon Tong. Sintayu Tiago. Simon Wango. Faith Aaliyah Smith. Isaiah Maurice Moody. Jalen Whitehead. Diana Patricia Alday. Jacqueline Vanessa Alvarenga. Destiny Maria Letitia Archibald. Ednelson Ayala Requeno. Kaidus Ayali. Benjamin Badebango. Serenity Hunter Bayez. Jeremiah Zachary Barnes. Trevelyan Darrell Bifford. Adrian Janae Blanchard. Johnny Bostick. Shakaya Siari Bradford. Andreas D'Angelo Brown. Joshua Marquise Brown. LaRon Brown. Tyrell Rashard Brown. Chad Bush. Denier N. Carpenter. Maria Guadalupe Carranza. Brianna Michelle Cheeks. Devontae Lorenz Clark. Zaire Saida Clark. Kahari Clark. Kiana Marie Cobbs. Zoe Kathleen Coburn. Roxanne Kitty Cooney. Tiani Ave Cooper. Stephanie Cortez Barron. Tyrell Jamari Courtney. Deja Denise Cox. Yolanis Cruz. Takaya Ashanti Colbreth. George Leonard Kyler. Sean Anthony Davis. Amal Hassan Dore. Joshua Luzelle Keith Ector. Christopher Elijah Elder. Aranza Estrada.
Arcel Ferguson. Shek Fofana. Hannah Joy Grace Gooch. Kyra Inez Green. Craig Cameron Grooms. Aisha Teray Harris. India Rose Harris. Javatne Leticia Harris. And Draco Montrell Henderson. Judith Hernandez. Carla Arcelia Hernandez Sanchez. Ambrosia LaShawn Hill. Marcos Augusto Ennis. Nayanda Victoria Jackson. Aaron Jarwi. Ronald Jenkins III. Andrea Nicole Johnson. Bhakti Vinod Johnston. Arumba Karangwa. Daryl Kelly. Amaya Janice King. Zyria Tajay Larry. Lance DeLeon Leslie Brunson. Christopher Allen Lewis. Sheila Janitzi Lopez. Cassandra Lopez Torres. Aisha Lakoya Lorne. Lamore Lavon Lowe. Jules Makumu.
Devontae Jerome Maddox. Alma Paul Madut. Minsu Davy Magar. Rebecca Maldonado Gomez. Sane Marcos. Say hi, Marcos. Xavier Tyrone McClarity. Hinak Tadese Mengistu. Haji Marojo. Zachariah, right? Raha Zachariah Mohammed. DeKendria Linda Moore. Messiah Moore. Marlon Anthony Napier. Christian Moragua. Rashia Alicia Nichols. Shaniva Michelle Norton. Raisha Shamba Natumba. Edgar Nunez Guerrera. Angeles Jasmine Ochoa Patricio. Angeles Jasmine Ochoa Patricio. Ebony Monet Peoples. Area Ronique Printup. Precious Doretha Pritchard. Ramirez.
Chris Leonel Ramirez. Raul Alejandros Ramos. Gabriel Simpson Reed. Alaya Daniel Revel. Wani Brisdale Reyes Salazar.
Thank you. Dania, right?
Dania Rios Santana.
Okay.
Elsie Rodriguez Beaster.
Galula.
David Galula. Julian Aguilara Rubio. Rodrigo Aguilara Rubio. Irvin Alejandro Says Briones.
Jacqueline.
Diana Jacqueline Sanchez Garcia. Solomon Fidel Sanogo. Mariela Santoyo. Zakia Tyree Sholars. Brandon Demetrius Shoulders. Shaquille Dante Smalls. Shakoria Deonshay Smith. Destiny Jador Stevenson. Michael Jerome Tidwell. Cheyenne Tiana Todd. Juan Erasmus Vasquez Lopez.
Congratulations.
Emmanuel Vega. Janet Velasquez Orepeza. Carlito Davon Walker. Teresa Reed Walker. Woody Lorenzo Washington. Desiree Stephanie White. Kayla Michelle Wiles. Taisha Monet Williams. Leonte Ludell Wilson.
Come on over here, Diamond. Give me your card.
Diamond Trinice Yorker. Kyrin Deshawn Wright. Christopher Stephen Martinez.
What?
Michael Santana. Jose Enrique Avenado. Jennifer Vanessa Baca Montoya. Jeray? Carlicia Jeray Swift. Israel Dominguez. Patrice Elise Green Pinero. Sophia Valadares.
Lord Jesus.
Dwight Lamont Andrew Adams.
When the procession will start, y'all go down and go to the middle. Yeah. Elizabeth Andrews High School class of 2018, give yourselves another round of applause. At this time, all right. At this time, appreciate you. At this time, you may now turn your tassel to the left side. And we will follow the program with our recessional.
Thank you for attending our graduation ceremony. We ask for your cooperation by exiting through the doors to your right. Please follow the directions of the ushers as you proceed to the West Plaza to greet your graduates. On behalf of the DeKalb County School District Board of Education and our Superintendent, Dr. R. Stephen Green, we thank you for your support and congratulate you and your graduate on achieving this significant milestone.